Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to talk about again a highly requested topic, and that is about the upcoming transit of Ketu in Virgo. So if you have any planet in Virgo in your natal chart, Rashi or Navamsha, if there's a planet in Virgo, then Ketu will transit over that particular planet, and we are here to discuss what kind of results you may experience. I know the comment section will be flooded by comments. What if I don't have a planet in Virgo? What if I don't have any planet in Pisces? Then what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to watch? We do have a different video. Please wait. In that video, we'll talk about this transit and its impact as per your ascendant and the moon sign. I think I repeat this so many times, but people often skip intro, and yeah, then they just let's talk about what Ketu in Virgo will do for you, from your ascendant to sun, sun to Saturn, Rahu to Ketu. Let's understand how Ketu's transit over a planet in Virgo will really change your life and your experiences. So before we talk about every planet, individual planet, let's quickly understand the true essence of Virgo, what Virgo truly means, and what Ketu in Virgo is all about. So Virgo represents the 6th house. Virgo is the 6th sign. It's 12 places away from a house of harmony, equilibrium, and balance. That is what Libra does, okay? So a house 12 places away from a house of harmony, a sign which is 12 places away from a sign of harmony and balance. Virgo is about disharmony. No, nothing negative about it, but it's a sign, it's a house which keeps us off balance. That's why the world's biggest critiques are born with some relevant placement here. They just don't criticize others, but they criticize themselves as well, okay? Because you always feel, I'm not in balance, I'm not in harmony, something is not complete, so I must do this, I must do that. So the nervous system is always so agitated. So Virgo is about disharmony. It represents the 6th house of challenges. This is the house of diseases as well. So the true essence of Virgo is going through some kind of suffering, agitation. And when you go through that, you understand your higher purpose. What will make you happy? What will bring that balance in you? So whatever disharmony we deal with, this is also a house, a sign, which represents the debt, the financial debt, but also the debts we have with our own people. All right. So when this disharmony comes to the surface, on the outer front, Virgo represents the enmity, the injustice we deal with, self-destructive behavior. All right. And when this disharmony impacts us from within, like there's outward or inward impact of Virgo. So in the inward impact, we deal with diseases. We deal with also inner turmoil, okay? We are against ourselves. But there's a beautiful thing about Virgo as well, that it's about perseverance. I just continue with my efforts and I will succeed. My hard work, I know I can trust my hard work. That's the beauty of Virgo. Working for it, striving for it. Even if there are struggles, I'll do it. I'll get it done. That's the beauty of this house. So when Ketu reaches in this sign, it's about letting go everything which makes you an enemy to self. Okay, so letting go, dissolving of maybe a habit. Maybe this habit is leading to health issues. Maybe this habit brings more enemies in your life. I'm not saying that you are wrong, but sometimes our speech, our actions, we are not aware of it, but it brings more competition or enmity. Letting go the competition as well, unhealthy competition. Letting go certain contracts. Okay, it's not about the legal contracts, the contracts we share with people on a soul level. Letting go certain relationships, or maybe a legal contract. Letting go some kind of a treaty with someone because it challenges you so much. Letting go of a relationship, letting go of self-destructive behavior, depends upon which planet is transited by Ketu. So letting go something regarding that planet as well. So it's important which planet is transited by Virgo. Letting go of the pain is also significant here. Overall, if you ask me in one line what Ketu's transit in Virgo means, it's about letting go that uneasiness you have, which blocks you from very big things in life. So when you declutter, let go that issue, you invite so many good things in life. Because sixth house is about the daily routine. So if some kind of improvement in your daily routine is required, simply what you feed to yourself. Okay, nutrition for your body and also the thoughts of your mind. So that needs to be decluttered. So dissolving everything which makes you an enemy to self, it keeps you stuck. Okay, and bringing more ease in life. You don't have to be agitated all the time for a goal. It can happen even when you are a bit relaxed. So learning to relax is also a part of this transit. So now let's look into how Ketu will impact you when it transits over a particular planet. Hey everyone, let's talk about Ketu transiting over your ascendant, which is ruled by Virgo. Now, this transit is about how you thrive, because your first house, your ascendant, is about your physical body. It's about your individuality, where you stand in life. This is you, how you look at the world. Alright, so Ketu over ascendant in Virgo, this transit is about how you thrive, how you make peace with yourself. So as Ketu is about let go, this is the time when you are letting go many things which actually interfere with your happiness. They interfere with your ability to have strong roots in life. It could be a habit, okay, a bad habit. It could be you have a very challenging routine and you cannot focus on self. So for some people, this could also be quitting a job, quitting a workplace which is so toxic. Because if I don't take care of myself now, then what's the use of that money? What's the use of that success? So yes, it can, I'm not saying for everyone, but it could be, especially if your ascendant is ruled by Uttara Falguni, the sun's nakshatra. So the Ketu may bring that need to go away from the routine. It could be a work routine, it could be like your daily routine, just to take care of yourself. Healing is important. Okay, healing, the inner healing is very significant in this transit. So of course, cutting away from whatever makes you feel very stagnant in life, dealing with the inner conflicts. You have certain inner conflicts, so you want to let go every issue which leads to that inner conflict, because there's a need to be in peace, to be in comfort. For now, you want to feel safe. That could be the thing. There are certain situations which may come to you during this time when you have to work very quickly. You have to take instant decisions as well. Okay, so at this time, do not make impulsive decisions. Do not, like, you have to take some time to understand the situation, because you may take instant decisions. And this transit is also about clarity, like cleansing something, declutter. If you have Virgo rising, you may have the habit of decluttering everything around you in a very quick way. Like, time to time, you want things to be organized and clean. And Ketu brings the need, not just the externally, you have to declutter things, but internally as well. All that, I would say, the any kind of a grudge you're holding right now, it needs to go away. Enmity might be there. Dealing with enemies at this time might be there. And the more you focus on what power they have, the what control they have on you, you further allow them to have more control on you. So let go this need to be in this very defensive mode at this time. When you don't see anyone coming to you and giving problems to you, at least don't act before that. Just wait and watch is there. Okay, you should follow this for now. And if your ascendant is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, this could also be about moving away from that need of intimacy, the fulfillment of the sexual desires, moving away from that and focusing on what truly makes your soul happy, what truly makes you alive in life. All that need of being in this companionship, of course, there might be, but moving beyond that, learning to get into a certain work or activity which can truly make you happy, and you rely on yourself for that. So that kind of change may happen. And also for Uttara Falguni, it could also be about moving away from a certain career, and taking a break could be the thing. If you're not planning to take a break, it could be simply about just moving away from a lot of expectations you have in your mind, because as I mentioned, this is about purification and healing of mind, healing of body. If your ascendant is in the Hasta Nakshatra, this could be about taking care of what you talk, what you say, what kind of secrets you're sharing with other people, because someone may use that secret against you. And also, it's about finding joy in life, what makes you happy again, not focusing on your tensions all the time. Some struggles for the mother may happen. If your ascendant is in the Chitra Nakshatra, the great emphasis here is to focus on your health, focus on your nervous health, your muscles as well. And don't take any quick decision with respect to a partnership, with respect to maybe a new business. You may be offered a new role at this time where you are the leader here, but you may face some challenges in that work. So whatever new offer you accept regarding work at this time, be careful. Don't say yes very easily. If Ketu is transiting over your natal sun in Virgo, there's a huge thing which you really need to let go at this time, and that is your inner restrictions. You may have some challenge with the trust, okay? That ease of moving forward in life. Okay, I have a new friend, so let me work on this. How can we communicate better? How can we talk better? Okay, this is a new work opportunity, so how can I make the best of it? The flow, like that belief I'm going forward, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So that ease of getting into new things, that ease of doing a certain work, like that confidence you have, there is some kind of challenge there, an obstacle. And this obstacle is nothing but something regarding the trust. Wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing, am I in the right place? Am I in the right hands? Am I with the right people? So there is this resistance you have, and Ketu is visiting your sun in Virgo to tell you to let go that inner resistance, because this stops you from achieving huge things in life. Let go that tension, that trust issue, and then you see how life offers such beautiful things, because Ketu over Sun is a very spiritual transit. It's about achieving so much support from the divine, because it makes you like that loss of ego. And when there is loss of ego, it empties you from within, and you're so open to the divine, you're so open to the new things coming in life, because you let go that ego. My life should be like this, my life is supposed to look like this. When you leave that, you bring so much beautiful things in your life. So that inner resistance, I have to be like this rigidity needs to go away. So this Ketu's transit over your sun in Virgo removes that trust issue which you have regarding self, regarding life, regarding the other world. Now sun is also about the happiness. Okay, so like a child, you're going back to the things which make you happy, no longer giving yourself the guilt of, okay, I'm not working right now. How am I supposed to be happy right now when I haven't completed my work till now? Maybe I haven't fulfilled my certain duty, so I have no right to enjoy or celebrate. So that needs to go away. Okay, for some people, it could be also about challenges with the father figure. The father is very restricting and controlling in nature, so it may create disputes there. Do check the placement of sun. If the sun is afflicted in the chart, do check the house placement, to be precise. We know your sun is in Virgo, so do see whether the sun is afflicted, because it's in a difficult house like 8th house, 12th house, or sun is also influenced by Saturn, Rahu, Ketu in some way. So if sun is in a difficult place in the natal chart, then this transit may create struggles with the father, or maybe the well-being of the father is impacting you as well. So it could be even some struggles with the authority. Facing such a competition where deep within you know you don't deserve to be in that competition, because your skills, your personality doesn't align with that particular challenge. You need not to participate in that challenge or competition, because you belong to entirely a different, I would say, you have entirely a different talent, you have entirely a different outlook, or a purpose or an aim. So fighting in useless situations, considering everything as a battle, considering everything as your story, your competition, so this needs to also go away. So yes, there is some conflict with the authority, with the guardian. Maybe at the work front, some issues with the authority, arguments may happen. So there, over there, you have to be very careful of what you say. What you say is important, because ultimately this is the sign of Mercury. Also see which house is ruled by Gemini, but it's important that you focus on how you communicate what you are saying. And Ketu over Sun also shows that avoid conflicts at this time, because Virgo is about conflicts, it's about arguments. So this transit is showing you need to speak in a very mindful manner. And not every battle might be your own battle. This could also bring work changes. Maybe the working hours are challenging you. You're working a lot at this time and your routine is being disturbed. So, this needs a lot of care. And working on your spiritual path, getting rid of everything which challenges you, your own habits which are challenging you. And the more you break these habits, the more you focus on your spiritual journey. Ketu is here to make you get rid of that mindset of threat. Everything looks like a threat to you. So get out of that mindset and approach things with confidence. Approach things with as an observer, learner, and don't take everything as a challenge or a threat, especially in this transit. Just be open, don't worry, and connect with self. Some major changes are happening for your own self, a new way of routine, a new way of eating, like you're changing your diet, doing some kind of exercise, which brings so much of positivity and release of a lot of negativity as well. If your sun is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, in this transit, Ketu over your sun, you're learning about self. There is more self awareness, focusing on your spiritual path, and also getting rid of that inner dialogue you have about yourself. All that layers and layers of what others told you in the last few years, and whatever they said, you started looking at yourself through those eyes. So getting rid of that opinion happens here. And you're definitely looking for some work change here, maybe a different job which makes you happy, which gives you more time in your hands to focus on self. If your sun is in Hasta Nakshatra, it's definitely about not getting into some arguments, because it may lead to heated arguments with the people at the work front. So argument may bring some kind of loss. I'm not saying that you don't have to fight for yourself, you don't have to take a stand for yourself, but calculated actions should be there. Focus on one step at one time. If your sun is in Chitra Nakshatra, then this is about definitely taking care of your health. Focusing on vitality. What can I eat? What can I do to improve my health? Also, you're trying to remove all those tiny things. It may look tiny, but they bother you a lot. Any kind of challenge. Trying, like how we trim a certain plant, we remove the dead leaves and the dead stems, and so like some kind of trimming happens here for yourself, removing everything which is a bit old or not required, so that you can see more growth for yourself. So trimming everything away which is not required, it hinders your growth at this time. Ketu transiting over the natal moon in Virgo is a time when you have to be very thoughtful, careful about the decisions you make, the actions you take. Because moon in Virgo itself means that you always act in a certain defense. You have this urge to protect yourself. Okay, there is this possibility of sometimes doing too much for others, doing too much in a certain area of life, and then you're regretting. You feel as if people were working against you. You worked hard for something and it hurted you in return. So Ketu transiting over the natal moon in Virgo, where the moon is the karak of mind. Let go certain habits, thought processes which are hurting your mind, okay, which is hurting you, like self-criticism, some kind of guilt you have regarding a past situation or a mistake, and you keep hurting yourself to such extent that there is no clarity of mind regarding the future as well, regarding the present as well, not focusing on what you have. So Ketu brings the surrender and the let go of whatever blocks you, whatever irritates you, especially if these things are more of self-created, like a narrative you have in your mind. Okay, this is what happens with me, it will always happen with me, I got hurt, so I will always be getting hurt by someone or some people. So I think it's a positive transit because that fear is going away. You are understanding your situation very nicely and learning to trust yourself rather than being like your own enemy. So this is what is beautiful about this transit, okay. And also you're learning not to push yourself very hard towards a certain aspect of your life. It could be work, it could be relationship. You're learning to take it easy, not to be very strict about it, not to be so overwhelmed about it. Whenever Ketu transits over moon, one always learn to trust the intuition, learning to trust what comes from your inner core. So you must learn that. And this is also a very spiritual transit, indicating that some kind of surrender is required. At least if something you want to create right now, you have a big plan in your mind, but you are unable to dedicate yourself completely to that cause, because Ketu as transits over moon, it impacts your ability to come back to that same thing again and again. That dedication, that routine is being challenged by Ketu. There will be days when you are occupied by a certain thought, maybe unexpected work, because after all, this is Virgo. So, some responsibility, some duty, some challenge or competition, occupied by something which impacts your ability to be regular in a certain aspect of life, work, health, relationships, your purpose. So learning that it's okay if I cannot be very dedicated or regular in something for now, at least it's okay. So you don't have to be ashamed, you don't have to have this guilt of not dedicating yourself to something, because this is also a time when you have to be less challenging to self, less harsh to self. And also this may create some issues for the mother. The mother may undergo health issues, or she may have her own challenges. So this could be the most difficult thing about this transit. But there are good things as well about Ketu over moon in Virgo. It is about cleansing, a huge relief with respect to mind, because you're no more holding on to any pain. You'll be in a state, okay, I'm so fed up, I'm so done living like this, I must release my tensions, I must release my overwhelming emotions. I want something, okay, that's great, but how can I just punish myself for a goal, for a dream, which may take some time to happen, and I'm pushing myself so badly for that I end up hurting myself. This could also be a start of a new routine with respect to your health, the food you eat, the nutrition. That major focus should be on the nutrition. What are you eating? Are you self medicating yourself? Completely avoid it. Proper care with respect to health, what goes in your body, you need to take care of that. The last thing I would like to say about Ketu over Moon in Virgo is also about judgment, because sixth house is about judgment. Virgo is about that judgment. Do not easily, come to any conclusion about people around you. There is a need to greatly, protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. That's the major theme of this transit. You don't want others to hurt you, but also your mind may get a bit challenged. Like, even if someone doesn't have the real intention to hurt you, but you may feel as if this person will hurt you. So there is this misunderstanding which may happen at this time. So do not come to any conclusion very quickly about the people you meet. You may find it difficult, like whom to trust at this time. So you have to wait for the clarity. This is what the transit is indicating with respect to love, with respect to important relationships. If you really want to understand about someone, what they are doing for you, how they will be for you, do trust your intuition, and also give time to the people. Take time to understand. If your moon is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, then at this time, Ketu over the moon, this indicates using a certain skill or going back to a certain work which was left unaccomplished in the past. Trying to resume a certain work with a new energy, with a new approach. If your moon is in Hasta Nakshatra, this is about communication, being very careful with what you say, what kind of secrets you are sharing with others. Not everyone can be trusted. This is the theme of Ketu over Moon in Hasta. And be also careful how you are giving help to other people, who needs it, who doesn't needs it. You have to work on that judgment. And if the moon is in the Chitra Nakshatra, then definitely this is about great focus on the health. You may be dealing with certain inflammation, so it may get further challenging. So what you eat here is important in taking care of yourself. So diet needs great care. Ketu transiting over Mars in Virgo. This is the transit where you have to really keep a great control on your anger. Doing anything out of impulse. When you feel challenged, you always have this urge to do things quickly, proving your point, proving yourself, making things, happen instantly. That desire, that impulse, that anger needs to go away during this transit. Even Ketu works like Mars, we know that. And Ketu transiting over Mars, this can be super intense. And being in Virgo, when you take impulsive decision, when you act through anger, this just blocks your path even more. So this transit is about letting go the anger, which always acts like an obstacle for you. And also, you are dealing with people who are against you, dealing with the enemies, dealing with competition, such competitors who are very difficult to deal with. There can be competition at the work front, there can be competition even in your home, like some kind of rivalry, sibling rivalry, rivalry with a friend. But you don't have to damage yourself, hurt yourself in that rivalry. Maybe whatever you are doing because of that rivalry, it's not your thing. You have entirely a different skill set. You may have interest in something else, but to prove your point, to have this sense of victory, you're getting into certain works which is not meant for you, and it's a lot of wastage of time and energy. This could also be dealing with a family member, a relative, where you're really wasting your energy to prove yourself. It's of no use. So there can be disputes with your own people at this time, making you feel lethargic, because the theme of this transit is you're not putting your energy in the right place, you're losing it, or you're not having sufficient physical power to do what you truly need to do at this moment. Okay, so you're wasting your power, your focus, your courage into different things. This is a transit which calls for a proper planning. Like, I have no doubt on your skill set, on your intelligence, but this is indicating something is unprepared. Maybe you are unprepared for now, even if you have great plans, because again, as I mentioned, the mind is somewhere, your entire energy is going somewhere. So the biggest lesson comes here is to learn to how to use your power in a very effective manner. You may instantly feel drained at the very start of your work assignment, and now you will feel, what will I do in the next few months, because I'm already feeling drained right now. So how will I complete this work? So proper planning, strategy making with respect to your work is required right now. And also it indicates that Mars is again, it's about the blood, it's about the inflammation. So you may undergo some inflammation at this time, leading to headache, leading to muscular pain. So health needs great care, especially when you are traveling or using any sharp tool, dealing with fire. You have to take care of yourself. And one more thing very important with Ketu over Mars in Virgo: learning how to relax, learning how to deal with the disagreements you're facing currently at this time, learning how to communicate yourself, not through anger but through the right speech, because ultimately this is the sign of Mercury, Virgo. So you cannot be very angry, highly defensive with others all the time. So how to communicate, how to connect with others, this is also you have to learn about. You don't have to be angry all the time, because this may lead to conflict, this may lead to further worsening of a certain situation, especially if you are in a disagreement or a legal issue. Then you have to take care of your words, of your actions. You have to take intelligent actions here. And any kind of property issue, even if it's not a property issue, it's just that you have a property and you have to share with a loved one, or you have to give someone's share, then this is the time when it may happen. Ketu over Mars, it shows some kind of divide of a certain asset or a property which may happen. For some people, it could also be learning about a new fitness regime, a new exercise. Mainly, it's about the physical workout, which helps to remove any blockage in your body, to enhance the circulation, to enhance your physical energy. So, a new fitness regime is possible, a new exercise, which may really help you. And the siblings, the co-bonds, they may go through some challenge and they may need your assistance at this time. So if Mars is in Uttara Falguni, this transit is about working on your plans, creating new strategies, how you can conveniently do your work, where you don't have to rush every day and do things, because in this way you're losing a lot of power and energy. If your Mars is in Hasta, then this is a time to be very careful with your speech, how you connect with others, and also don't get into other people's conflicts just for the sake of helping. It may bring difficulties for you. And if you are in business, then definitely this transit is about how to utilize your money properly. There can be unexpected expenditures here. If your Mars is in Chitra Nakshatra, then this could be definitely about a major shift with respect to the residence, like moving into a different place, or trying to renovate your house. Some kind of construction is required out of nowhere. If you have Ketu transiting over your natal Mercury in Virgo, the first thing which you need to see is how others are making you feel. Okay? Of course, even if I say to you, don't focus on what they are saying, but still you will. That's the human nature. The narrative, whatever you're listening about yourself, what they're saying to you, let it go. That kind of surrender is required with the Ketu being here. And most importantly, when you know your truth, that is what matters the most. You know who you are. Because with this, I don't want to make this negative. I just want to say there is this accusation, there is this wrong information. People saying, oh, you did this. Because this is the place of conflict, Virgo. Though the Mercury is exalted, that's why I'm saying, you know your truth. You can fight, you can do whatever path you want to follow to face this challenge or accusation, whatever comes in your way, but the thought process should be as such, where you are your biggest support. You know your truth and be your biggest support. Don't get stuck, imprisoned in what others have to say. So that kind of strength you must have. And Mercury is the communication, not just the communication about how we talk to others, but the communication with the God, the messenger of gods. And this transit talks about, if you face confusion in this transit, when you are saying negative things to yourself, don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. This transit will prove to you that There's a greater force out there. So sometimes you don't have to do all the work. You don't have to do the brainstorming. Just surrender. The mental process needs to be stopped. Mentally, there should be this surrender that, okay, I did my work. I know my truth. So let's see what happens. And then you will see someone stepping in and protecting you. So again, the connection with divine, it deepens for you. The spiritual growth is amazing here. And there's a lot of support which will come into your life through the divine, through the higher power, whatever you believe in. Ketu's transit over Mercury may help you to learn about new spiritual knowledge, different methods to heal yourself, to enhance your spiritual path, and it may also take you to unknown places with respect to work, or simply it's dealing with people who speak in a different language. Meeting people from far distant places, they have different culture, and most importantly, their speech is very different. Verbal conflicts will be a part of this transit, and you have to decide where to indulge and where not to, because you're losing a lot of mental energy. When you go into certain places where there's a lot of chaos, you lose your productivity, you lose that power of your mind. You could have used somewhere else. So choose your battles wisely during this time. Choose your company very wisely at this time. Most importantly, staying away from the people who are your own people through blood, through connections, but they don't act as if they are your people. Like enemies living just around you in the form of relatives, in the form of neighbors. And this Mercury is about learning as well, collecting information. So this transit could also be about learning something new, collecting new knowledge, which is required. You're not going intentionally towards it out of nowhere. There is this, okay, let me learn this. Okay, the situation where you have to go for some kind of higher learning. So education is important. Learning something new. If you're already learning, if you're already undergoing the higher studies, so it may create some blocks with respect to the learning. Maybe lack of focus, maybe some issues at the school. That could be the case. So Mercury is the intellect, the intelligence. So it needs to be protected. Not everything can be done within an impulse at this time. Problems connected to skin may happen. Problems connected to lower abdomen may happen. So health also needs great care. And you may get a lot of information, important information through your intuition as well. While meditating, while sleeping, you will get your answers, the answers you were waiting for. Important information may come to you through the intuition. And again, there's a lot of support from the divine. You will see the miracles. You will see those sudden incidents where you are protected, and you will get the clarity as well. That is the beauty of this transit. But it will challenge the relationships. It will challenge the connections with your own people. And I think you already might be aware of such people who were never on your side. So Ketu's transit over Mercury just brings this mindset of, okay, it's done. Let them go. Let them go. My mind cannot be stuck to this forever. If the Mercury is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, then the Ketu's transit over Mercury brings a new kind of approach in life towards the career. Some kind of new information, new skill is being acquired at this time to be more productive in your work. The key over here is how to be more productive in my work. How can I enjoy my work? If your Mercury is in the Hasta Nakshatra, this takes you to a spiritual journey. There's travel involved, and when you visit a spiritual place, maybe a temple, maybe a religious place, a spiritual place, it helps you to find answers. It helps you to bring some kind of support, information, important information to you. Listen to your intuition. It has a lot to say about the present and how to make your decisions. And again, speech is important. Don't believe in whatever you listen, and also take care of how you speak with others. Then if the Mercury is in the Chitra Nakshatra, health issues may happen with this transit connected to skin, connected to the muscles or blood, inflammation. So take care of your health at this time. And if you're planning to start something new, a new work project or something like that, stay focused on one thing at one time. Don't rush into complete your work. It may lead to challenges. Otherwise, you will continue to do good. If Ketu is transiting over your natal Jupiter in Virgo, then this transit is about number one, connecting with your spiritual self. Enough of what is wrong with the money, with the people, the criticism I get. But Jupiter Ketu is a very amazing association. It's about bringing the goodness out. Ketu is the let go, the surrender to the divinity, and to the divinity within you as well. So the goodness you have, trust it, surrender to it. Not worrying too much about whatever the challenge is. This is a major transit of firstly working on your health, working on, maybe you are fit. It's about the liveliness, the happiness you seek, you want, the goodness you want. So letting go the obstacles, even you standing in your own way, that obstacle needs to go away. And a wonderful time if you have any challenge. It's not about you're not doing enough or you're doing a lot. There is a need to surrender to the flow. Jupiter is the life force. Jupiter is also connected to the divine. So that faith, that trust needs to be re-established, and you are standing in the mid of this process. How you criticize your own self sometimes. And definitely this transit will bring a visit to a spiritual place. And this could also be about improving what you eat, because you may go through some challenges with respect to the abdomen or diet related health issues, problems connected to your digestion. So improving that particular aspect of life, which is your food, your intake, how you take care of your body. Also, this could be about attaining more information or knowledge with respect to your work or finances. Something needs to be in light. So quick movement in learning, acquiring maybe a certain course, a short-term course may happen. This could also be for some people, challenges coming through the guru, feeling blocked by a teacher, someone at the higher position. And Jupiter is simply the happiness, it is the optimism. And Jupiter is about expansion, how things do grow in life. So Ketu actually helps you to release everything which comes in your way of your expansion. You may not see very rapid expansion in this period, but it's like cleansing of everything which stops you from maybe doing your best, cutting you away from certain people, relationships which are actually blocking your upliftment in some way. They don't allow you to be happy. The criticism keeps you engaged in a certain mindset. So that's why at the very start I said connection with the divine self. You know yourself very nicely. You know the good things in you. So a reconnection, because Ketu is initiation and ending both. So ending of those toxic people around and having more faith, initiation of a new journey in faith on yourself. Further, it could be that you're getting bored of a certain work because you don't see expansion in this. So Ketu here wants you to let go those expectations and the result oriented mindset, because it's about perseverance. Let go the expectations, and the perseverance is important here. And then the work you are doing right now, it will give you great expansion, financial growth in the future. Maybe for now it's just about creating the framework, but a very beautiful transit of committing to self, understanding the goodness, addressing how good you are. That's the most significant thing. And Ketu over Jupiter is also about how you speak, because ultimately this is about Mercury. Okay, this is Virgo. So criticism, not criticizing anyone and not also criticizing self, is important at this time, because verbal conflicts may lead to losses. Financial loss could happen with this placement. How you deal in the business, how you talk, it matters a lot. So how you speak, how you show yourself, that is also important at this time. If Jupiter is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, this is about visiting to a holy place, getting more spiritual, and this will help in to tap into a lot of wisdom in you. You'll be more optimistic towards life. If Jupiter is in Hasta Nakshatra, it will give you sudden quick growth in the work, but it also brings people who are a bit manipulative. So again, how you speak, how you connect, how you're making new friends, be careful in that. If Jupiter is in the Chitra Nakshatra, then this transit is about focusing on the health, focusing on your physical body, taking care of self. And if you are in a work which is about fitness, about even creativity, you will succeed during this transit. There is more work coming to you. Overall, Ketu over Jupiter is about getting more than what you can handle with respect to work. So a lot of changes are coming in work, in finances, and also your health. If Ketu is transiting over your natal Venus in Virgo, this transit is dedicated to open your heart. I know Ketu is about letting go, the surrender, the dissolving something, and this is about dissolving the very harsh memories you have with respect to love, with respect to partnership. I won't say it's a very good time to initiate with new relationships, but yes, Ketu may give new opportunities in love. There will be, but this transit where your Venus is debilitated and transited by Ketu, there's a huge hesitation. Either there's a huge hesitation, or either there's this desire to rush in to love, and both are extremes to do. So Ketu over Venus in Virgo is about clearing away the painful memories in love, in any relationship, whatever you might have witnessed. And this could also be struggling with a female figure in the family, especially it could be the partner, it could be a person who is important in the family, someone who do have a control over the money or makes major decisions in life. So there are struggles with respect to women, bringing criticism or challenge, whether you're a man or a woman. This may be the challenge, major challenge. And this could also be about simply having some differences with the people, or the differences were always there, because Venus is what? The give and take, the exchange of love, affection. So you may feel that you are giving more, receiving less. There's not enough justice, equality wherever you are, with the people you are. So Ketu brings this lesson to not to take everything so seriously. Don't make everything about yourself. What I haven't received even after doing so much, but a bit of relaxation is important, because Venus, when it gets in Virgo, it's always about pointing out at the mistakes, calculating everything. There's more logic in love than the affection itself. So time to relax a bit and start from yourself. How you treat yourself, that needs to be changed. The love you give to self, that needs to be much stronger. And then from there starts the more love coming towards you. It's simply about how you treat yourself every single day, how you treat your body, how you treat your finances. Are you someone who spends a lot, or maybe you need to work more towards earning money? All these things about self needs to be taken care of. And if you feel that your value is being assessed by your finances, some significant person in life is doing that, you are stepping away from these people. It's more of you trusting yourself, accepting your value, and then from there starts a journey of meeting people who value you, who see you the way you are. That pretension is going away. Venus is about beauty. So that pretentiousness, that preparation, I need to look like this, I must behave like this, it's going away, because I don't care now what others are thinking of me. So finances are very important here, how you manage your money, and also cutting away from everything which is so luxurious. You're trying to get away from that, learning to have a very simple life, disciplined journey. So this could be about new initiation in love, but again, rushing into it or completely living in a disbelief, both are absolutely challenging for you at this time. And also focus on what you have done for others. No, you don't have to calculate, I did this much and not received anything, but be proud of how good you were doing. That's the big theme of this transit. So the love life, yes, the love life, big changes coming here, where you have to truly understand the essence of love, not just the practicalities of life. Sometimes the bonds with people are just ruled and regulated by the daily life things and the work and so on, and then the true intimacy goes away. So you might be dealing with that. The true essence of love is going away. So working towards those connections, friendships, working along with the family to resolve certain dispute over money, or just simply difference in opinion, that needs to be taken care of. So if your Venus is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, it is about some kind of, I would say, resolving some issue with the family, where there was always some ego, some challenge, where you were being expected to follow traditions. So resolving that dispute and doing things the way you always wanted to. Maybe you want to use certain resource and you never had the permission to do so, but now you will do that. If your Venus is in the Hasta Nakshatra, it is about new initiations and friendships and new people, new collaborations coming into your life. And also it's about communication, better communication, not giving up on the communication. If someone doesn't understand you, you don't have to give up on yourself or saying, okay, maybe I'm the problem. Resolving things through communication, taking efforts is significant here. Saying the truth is significant here. And if the Venus is in Chitra Nakshatra, it's very good for creative works. Or finally, letting go some kind of harshness, friction in certain relationships, friendships with important people, and trying to focus on what is actually working in that relationship, what all things are actually good, and let's work on them. So to see a relationship beyond passion, this is what you have to do if your Venus is in Chitra. If the Ketu is transiting over the Saturn in Virgo in your chart, then the first thing you may see is some kind of career change. It could be some challenge which may act like a catalyst to go forward, take some risk and make that change. Because Virgo, I always believe Virgo is about dealing with some kind of challenge and then a release happens from there, and then you initiate something beautiful from there. So this is like getting into a season where you have to shed your leaves, okay, entering into autumn. Saturn is that. Saturn is about the old things, the rules, the regulations, the old way of living. You know these things. It's well aware to you. Now it's getting old and it needs to go away. So Ketu over Saturn in Virgo is about going away of those things, shedding away those leaves. Okay, so this could be about a major career change happening for you. It's not instant. It may happen in breaks. It may happen with some space, or maybe there is no break. It is something you are preparing from a very long time and it just happens now. So career change is there. Maybe moving from one office to another, maybe one place to another. Relocation may also happen because of your work, or even moving into a new home is possible because of a certain responsibility. There is responsibility involved in this travel, in this movement. Now again comes to renewal of something else, that is the health. Saturn shows any health issue which is long term, coming from a long time, or maybe it's just that the stress is building up, or it could be something which is coming through the occupation, the work you are doing, and the stress it brings in you. Now it may give some health challenges. So Saturn is bringing the need to change something about your health, about your body, about the discipline, a certain routine which was followed till now with respect to work. I want to make sure that this is a routine regarding your career, regarding how you get up every day and you rush to work, how you come back from work. This is the root of major challenges in your life. Especially it impacts your health. Maybe you don't have enough time to take care of yourself, or maybe unable to take care of something very important in your journey. So it just starts from the scratch of like taking care of everything. How you wake up and you invest time in your own life and towards others. That level of changes are happening with Saturn. And Saturn is also the restriction. Virgo is also about some kind of challenge or restriction. So, nothing to fear about, but it is, do you stand in your own way? Do you have a certain level? Okay, this is what I want, this is how much I can achieve. I won't go beyond this. I won't do such work because my specialty is this, so I won't get into that work. Okay, I have to explain something to other person, but I don't want to because there's no point, they won't understand. So self-made limitations in work and also in the certain relationships where there might be some kind of dispute, because Saturn does show pending decisions in some kind of dispute, whether it's a love situation, whether it's work situation, maybe it's financial situation. So Saturn brings the need to work here. Ketu over Saturn, let go the fear of pain, let go the fear of limitations, and start working towards it. Whatever blocks you, whatever stops you, whether it's work, whether it's important people. Okay, financially, yes, it may be challenging. I won't say for everyone. You have to see in which house Saturn is placed, what all houses are ruled, and of course your dasha. But this is a placement which may lead to financial debts or financial challenges as well. So yeah, I would recommend to see the entire thing, the lordship and everything. And also working for someone who is an elder in your family. This person needs a lot of support at this time. So you may feel restricted. Okay, I have to take care of someone, so how can I fulfill my dreams? So yeah, it is a bit heavy. This transit is a bit heavy, but the work you're going to do here is going to bring great results. That patience needs to be developed in this particular transit. So if your Saturn is in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, it has to be about a change of position at the work front. Your role changes or some new additions are happening to your duties. If the Saturn is in the Hasta Nakshatra, then you may see some kind of change with respect to your job place, or it could be also miscommunication at the work front. If Saturn is in Chitra Nakshatra, then you may get a very strong role at the work front, but you're not happy with it. Or maybe you went there with your own choice, but the new responsibilities are creating some tensions. And also having Saturn in Chitra and Ketu over here is also about taking care of your health. You have to be very cautious about your health. If Ketu is transiting over the Rahu in Virgo in your chart, the natal Rahu, this is a time of a complete change in life. Of course, whenever the Rahu transits over Ketu, a Ketu transits over Rahu, to be honest, it is a time of challenge. It's a time of feeling uncomfortable, so that you make that change, you make that move. And you also deal with certain situations which are also a part of certain karmic debt you have on yourself. So what kind of result the Ketu will bring over the natal Rahu in Virgo? Simply, it's about washing away of something. Washing away of whatever makes you unhappy. The illness. The health is again a major thing. I know I have talked about health in almost every planet, but yeah, this is Virgo. This is Virgo. Any planet in Virgo, somewhere it impacts your health, especially your digestion, your stomach. And now Ketu over here. So let go of a certain habit, or maybe a certain emotion which causes the disease. So removing the toxic things in life. Rahu here shows toxic words, toxic people, toxic um, situations, and you were holding on to these things because you always had this, okay, now there's a potential here, things may work out, but Ketu will now tell you, okay, this is not working out, you need to cut away from these things. And Rahu, over here in Virgo, you have natal Rahu in Virgo. You are actually someone who works very smartly. The hard work is definitely there, but it's a blend of hard work, smart work. You have that expertise to deal with the world. Of course, if Mercury is not well placed, so I will take my words back. But yes, Rahu in Virgo is okay, it's good, and this is about how you deal with the world, that smartness. But Ketu transits over Rahu, this is about learning a new way to connect with the world. You have reached to one level of maturity, but now again you have to learn certain ways of life, dealing with people, with your speech, how you connect with speech, how you connect with others at your work, how you deal with the disputes in life, the challenges. That approach needs to be more modified or changed. And there are times in this period when you may stop yourself. It could be about, there's a limit which is being created because Rahu is expansion, and when Ketu is over the Rahu, Ketu wants Rahu to draw certain lines. You cannot go beyond it. So whether it's work, whether it's your habit, what you eat, what you consume, maybe relationships, learning to where to stop yourself. Yes, there is a beautiful desire, I want this to happen, but learning to where to draw the line so that you can be safe and you can grow from there, not getting into such disputes or conflicts where it will take a lot of time to come away from that, to get away from this situation. So choose your battles wisely in this transit. And if you are undergoing any conflict or court issue, then yes, things may get quick here. The changes are very quick. It may proceed very quickly. Also, it could be because Rahu here is showing your Rahu might be in the Uttara, Falguni, Hasta or Chitra. So these are the nakshatras which are ruled by Sun, Moon and Mars, which is about the daily life, which is about the daily actions. So very mindful thinking is required as Ketu is over the Rahu. Every micro habit will have a great impact on you. It's like completely creating a new version of how you deal with very small things in life. The growth is not in one day you will get huge things, but every bit you are doing, every step you are taking will lead to great success. So don't quickly assess like a merchant, okay, this is lost, nothing is happening, but every effort you take, it yields great success. But don't be overwhelmed at this time. Sun, Moon, Mars nakshatra. Sun is again the soul, and sometimes the ego, our pride interferes with a lot of things. The Moon, illusion. Maybe you are in a state of confusion. Don't operate with that state of confusion. Mars, don't operate with anger, impulsiveness. That is what you have to learn, to let go the negative aspect of each one of them. Sun, Moon, Mars. Ego, illusion, confusion and the anger, the impulse. So overall, this is life changing. It could bring so many changes depending upon in which house this transit is happening. But this is a major change. And it's not, of course, easy. Change is never easy. So yeah, Rahu in Uttara Falguni, some challenges with father figure may happen. If Rahu is in Hasta, there is some kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication with a loved one. And if Rahu is in Chitra, again, this is about how you take your actions. You may have a plan, you may have a strategy, but don't rush into anything. If Ketu is transiting over your natal Ketu in Virgo, then this is a transit from where starts a very positive transformation. The Rahu Ketu are exactly at a place where you were born. So from here starts something good in life. It could be a major change, but it comes once or twice in a lifetime. That kind of big achievement or change is happening. Now, Ketu is the disconnection from the world. It represents the moksha. But what's happening here in Virgo? Virgo is about the debt, as I mentioned. Some kind of tie. You are tethered to something. This indicates connecting to the inner purpose. This transit will help you to connect with a very strong sense of purpose in you. You may feel a bit hazy or lost. Where should I focus? What should I do right now? I need something to focus, which gives me meaning, which gives me clarity in life. What am I supposed to do? Because till now, whatever I was doing, I couldn't find that happiness in that place. So I need to shift my focus. So this is about purpose. This is about, again, a very beautiful spiritual journey. Connecting with divine. And the entire thing is what inspires you. Because Ketu meeting Ketu in Virgo, it's about, okay, entire time I was working hard, my profession, everything, but I do need some inspiration. I do need some light so that I can be happy. I can have something to look forward to. So you are in search of that when the Ketu meets the Ketu in Virgo. It is also about disconnection from the very own people. The people who are known to be the blood connections. Resolving the conflict or moving away from the conflict will happen. And also you are trying to get rid of a certain debt. It could be a financial debt. It could be a promise you might have made, a transaction, a trade you might have initiated, and now you want to seal it. Now you don't want to pursue it again. So that kind of challenging emotion you're dealing with. How can I say no to people? How can I stop this right away? Because I don't want to be a part of this entanglement anymore. Resolving a certain litigation issue, maybe you want to proceed with that. So anything which is a blockage in life, I want to release it. And so is the pain. If you're dealing with any chronic pain, maybe this is the time when you may start with a new treatment, a new approach of healing it. Maybe it's simply connecting with the nature, connecting with everything which is not the daily life, the daily commute, the competition at work, the tensions and so on, and trying to disconnect with the daily drama, which may significantly improve your well-being, your health. And most importantly, as I have mentioned, this is a transit where you have to really stop talking bad about self, and also disconnecting with the way the others are looking at you, how they view you, how they judge you, because this have instilled a habit in you how you judge yourself. So that judgment needs to go away. So being nice to self, soft to self, is what you have to learn. And also learning about trusting the divine. Ketu is about surrender. So surrendering to the divine when something is not working. Your messages going up there. So some kind of support, unexpected support may happen at this time. Some kind of help may reach to you. So Ketu over Ketu in Virgo is intensive healing. Mind, body, soul, and also the daily life, not just the inner reality, the physical reality, and everything around you needs to be restored in some way. So that initiates with the Ketu transit. So Ketu in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, this is about resolving something related to the family, father, resolving a dispute, resolving maybe some challenge in the family life, and also strengthening your identity, disconnecting your identity with the wrong places, the wrong people, and focusing on your identity. If your Ketu is in Hasta, then this is a very spiritual transit. So much of help out of nowhere is coming to you, and there's a great divine support coming into your life. The trust needs to be maintained, and some communication issues may happen with the loved ones. If Ketu is in Chitra, then this transit is about focusing on how you deal with everyone. Where are you using your maximum energy? Where are you giving your maximum time? This needs to be regulated. And also you're getting into conflicts of other people and losing your power. So again, choose your battles wisely with this transit.